Hi, good morning, class, or good afternoon, depending on where you're seeing this. This is Mr. G, Mr. Garcia. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish today 1.3. All right, but before we finish it, let's go ahead and recap our essential question again. So, our essential question for this lesson is, how do you multiply and divide expressions involving powers? How do you multiply and divide expressions involving powers? Okay, so we've been multiplying here. So in this one, we multiplied them. This is the product of powers. If you haven't noticed already, there's a little bit of a trick to this. Okay, so the trick to this is you can just add the exponents. So on this one, if you remember, we got 3 to the 6th, yes? So when you multiply these and they have the same base, then you just add the exponents. So in this case, it's 3 two times and 3 4 times, but there ended up being 6 threes, right? So it's 2 plus 4. Okay, I don't know if you realized that. If you did before, great. So on this one too. So this one would be 5 to the 5th. This one, x to the 9th, right? So as long as they have the same base, you can just add the exponents. Ta-da! Anyways. And with this one is a little different. You add the exponents of the equal ones. So for example, on this one, there's a 1, there's a 2. So this is a to the 3rd. And then just multiply these integers. All right. Now with quotient of powers, it's different. If you noticed, it's 3 to the 8th and 3 squared, right? You know how we simplified them here? We expanded them, right? Well, the trick is subtract the exponents. So 8 minus 2 is 6. So this was 3 to the 6th also, right? So that's the trick. Look. 5 to the 7th divided by 5 to the 3rd. We wrote out the 5s and the 5s, yes? Well, the answer that we got was 5 to the 4th. Well, 7 minus 3 is 4. Ta-da! Anyways, on this one too, the one that I made you guys do, remember this one? This one was negative 2 to the 4th, right? So see how it's the same base? So keep that the same. And then 6 minus 2 is 4. And then there's a 1 right here. So 10 to the 8th and then 10 to the 1st. So 8 minus 1 is 7. So that's why you got 10 to the 7th. Okay, that's a little trick for you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and finish today with example 4 and example 5. Okay. I know you guys don't have the summary down here, so we can write the summary on this side. Okay, aquí vamos a poner el resumen. The summary is going to be right here. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one. Snapshot of it. This is easy, guys. Okay, example 4. So go ahead and read example 4 by yourself. You pause the video and read it by yourself and then come back. Okay, you're back now. So let's read it together. Hawaii's shoreline is about 2 to the 10th times long. New Hampshire's shoreline is about 2 to the 7th miles long. About how many times longer is Hawaii's shoreline than New Hampshire's? So it looks like Hawaii has a bigger shoreline, right? A shoreline is the beach. So it looks like Hawaii has a bigger beach or a bigger area at the edge of the ocean than New Hampshire. New Hampshire is over there by Boston. If you picture it, it's over there by Boston. And then Hawaii, of course, is, on over here going to Pismo all the way, right? You have to cross the whole ocean, yes? So it's 2 to the 10th miles long. Hawaii, this is Hawaii. And then this is New Hampshire. So about how many times longer is Hawaii shoreline than New Hampshire? So whenever it's telling you, oh, how many times longer, it's a division problem. Okay, and which one's bigger? This one's bigger. So it's 2 to the 10th divided by 2 to the 7th. Okay? And now we'll write it down. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this one is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I believe that's 7. You see. It's lagging, I'm sorry. 6, 7. So, okay, let's cross it off. Cross, 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 cross. How many do we have left? 3 of them. So this equals 2 to the third. Okay. 2 to the third. So that's 2 times 2 times 2, yes? 2 times 2 times 2. So what's 2 times 2? 4. And then times 2, 8. So this is 8 times longer. So Hawaii shoreline is 8 times longer than New Hampshire. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do this example number 5. Okay, example number 5. So example number 5 says, use the table to answer the following question. The population of Illinois is about how many times greater than the population of Wyoming? So this is Illinois and this is Wyoming. Okay. So how many times greater again? How many times greater? So again, this is a division problem. Okay, so Illinois is greater than Wyoming, but how many times? So let's go ahead and put 3 to the 15th is Illinois, and then Wyoming is 3 to the 12th. Now, go ahead and expand this out if you want to. If not, you can use the shortcut. Remember, I said there's a shortcut. The shortcut is 3 to the 15th and 3 to the 12th. So I told you, leave the base the same. And then 15 minus 2. What's 15 minus 2? 15 menos 12. It's 3, right? So there's your answer. So, and 3 times 3 is 9 times 3, 27. So this is 27 times bigger. Uh, 27 times greater. 27 times greater. 27 veces más grande que Wyoming. Okay? All right. Now, let's go ahead and summarize it. Okay. Now, you guys can't see the summary. It got chopped off. Ustedes no pueden ver el summary, el resumen, porque se cortó. It's fine. So you guys are going to put the summary right here, okay? So I'll do the way you guys have it. So we'll put the summary right here. Summary. So our summary. Remember what our summary is. Our summary answers the essential question. And go ahead and read the essential question again. Go ahead. All right, so the essential question is, how do you multiply and divide expressions involving powers? So when you multiply them, like this one, when you multiply them, you add the exponents. So when you multiply them, when you multiply powers, you add the exponents. Okay? When you divide powers, when you divide them, When you do this, when you're dividing, you subtract the powers. Subtract exponents, sorry. Subtract the exponents. But what do they have to have? What do you notice that's the same? What do you notice that's the same? Same base. So they have to have same base. La base tiene que ser igual. Okay. When we subtract, cuando restamos aquí 8 menos 2, la base tiene que ser the same. Tiene que ser igual. Right here, when we add it, when we add the exponents, the base has to be the same. If these bases were different, you can't do that. Okay? Si las bases son diferentes, no puedes hacer eso. Okay? That's our summary, and we are done with this lesson.